Over the course of doing my term paper for business law, I have enjoyed about doing it, but also at the same time, I found it very challenging to do. What I liked about doing my paper was the fact that I was doing something that I really didn't really know about that much of. Like I stated many times before in this course, I don't really know that much about law, let alone how law exactly affects the world of business. But from doing my term paper and from learning a lot of things over the course of the semester, this ended up teaching me a lot about how much importance law actually has to business. Another thing that I actually enjoyed about doing it was how um, laws, especially antitrust laws, which was my topic, had affected business all around us. It's very odd to know that many companies that are out in the business world would seem normal and do normal stuff related to business, even though we eventually find out below below the small, well, nice thing that it is that there's actually something else really going on. Um, One of the things I probably had disliked about um, writing my paper as well as doing my research was trying to find new things to bring up. During the Since I chose antitrust laws, one of the big things I knew was that all of the laws were all together in the same source. This kind of concerned me because I was always because I was trying to reach the um, requirement to get 9 sources. And I kind of feared, like, if I put all of my examples just into one source, I kind of feel like that I wouldn't exactly be able to get enough sources for my paper. Because of this, I actually had to find different sources and provide information that would be on multiple sources just from one source. This unfortunately meant that I had to only contain a small bit of detail as opposed to a lot like I usually like to do in a paper. This also meant that because I had to do this, I had to even find other resources to help out with my paper or to make both the paper long as well as to meet requirements. This felt very challenging at times, especially because I felt like there were moments where I couldn't even get the goal accomplished. But I have been able to accomplish this goal and make things a little bit better for myself. Um, Even though doing this as a course with another research paper that I was doing for another class as well as for business plans, it was very challenging to do it because I knew between all of those I had to find time to make sure that each of those were being done at the same time while also meeting expected deadlines. I know that this is usually challenging, especially for me as a senior who has to take classes, especially at the 300 and 400 level, where basically I would have to make sure that I'm actually doing a good job, as well as the fact that I'm keeping up with everything else related to my courses. Um, if there was really anything I think I would get out of doing this reflection paper, out of doing my term paper, or is to just be careful exactly what you would choose as a topic, but also at the same time, just to make sure that what you are doing has enough credibility, really, as well as a good amount of research that could be found. I agree that doing this topic, I find, was not easy. See, it was challenging, and I had to find different ways in order to look, do my research, locate and make sure everything is legitimate and okay. Yeah. I know that this is usually something that people tend to struggle with, especially with term papers, but I'm pretty sure there's enough hope that some of the people actually know what they're doing. Um, Something that I actually would want to change, no, something I would like to do on future papers um, would be to make sure that I'm actually picking, I'd say, a good topic. I enjoyed my topic, but at the same time, like I said, it was challenging because I had to continue to do research in order to make sure I'm not repeating stuff from different sources. For that part, basically, I just make sure I'm picking a good topic, not only just for source credibility, but also for to make sure that it's actually something I'm interested in and would enjoy. Boy, you yeah, something that I really would change is to make sure that I'm actually um, feeling too stressed out. I know that's kind of hard because there's a lot of other courses that we as students have to take, but I'm pretty sure that we're able to manage it with everything else going on. Overall, doing my paper wasn't really that bad. The good news is I have it done, completed, and ready to be submitted. And all I have to do is just be confident that I have followed everything that is expected to be met.